Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to yet another video. Today's video is a good one here. So I've been seeing a lot of things of people saying, they still have old merchandise, they don't know what to do with it. How can they get rid of old merchandise? Seasons are constantly changing. We've already transitioned from winter to spring, and so now you might still have some of those old winter pieces, and then we're slowly transitioning from spring into summer. So as quickly as seasons change, we have to change as well with our merchandise, which a lot of you are familiar with, and myself. So before we jump into today's video, this video is a sponsored video. It is sponsored by Dossier. If you're not familiar with them, they are a luxury inspired perfume company, and I love perfume, so this is definitely a great opportunity to be able to introduce this to you guys. So Dossier says their mission is to deliver the highest quality luxury inspired fragrances at a fair price, giving you the freedom to explore new scents. Thanks for giving us a try is what they write on their card. So this is what the packaging looks like when it comes in. It's in this cute little compact box. Here's what it looks like when you open up, saying iconic scents, designer qualities, no markups. It comes with this reference card that'll give you all the details and specs on what you ordered. So I picked out the citrus ginger. Then it gives you all of the different notes and everything that's included in at the top, who it's inspired by. So this one is inspired by Chanel, Bleu de Chanel et de Parfum, if that's how you say it. It gives you the concentration, their mission, and how it works. So the really cool thing about this product is that they send you over a 50 milliliter bottle, and then they send you over a sample. So one of the great things I love about Dossier is that they offer a option to send the product back if you are not satisfied with the scent. So as I was showing you guys in the previous clip where we opened it up and we seen what it looked like, as you saw that sample bottle, pretty much how it works is Dossier will send over the package to you. It comes with a full 50 milliliter bottle, and then it comes with a sample bottle. You try out the sample bottle. If you do not like the sample bottle, you do have the option of returning the actual full bottle, and they'll give you a full refund. So there's no commitment to having to keep the product if you do not like the product. So if you're looking for some really affordable perfume, but you don't want to spend the $98 to $100 to the $200 for a bottle of perfume, definitely look into Dossier. Again, they offer the same scents that you can find in Sephora or Ulta, but they offer it to you at a much lower price. If you guys are interested, there is a link down below in which you can click on. Definitely give them a try, take a look, and see what you like. All right guys, so we're gonna jump right into today's video. So again, we're gonna be talking about how to get rid of that old inventory that's been sitting and hasn't been selling. So I know that again, with us, we just transitioned to the springtime. Usually that is one of the more harder of the transitions, is transitioning from spring or from winter into spring, just because the type of clothes aren't easy to transition. When it comes from winter, we typically have our sweaters and our jackets and our more heavier items. Going into spring, we're able to release some of those heavier items. We want something a little bit more free flowing, something a little bit lighter in material. So sometimes it can be very difficult to transition. Now going from spring to summer, that is a little bit easier of a transition. Usually I say going into spring to summer, the only really big difference is people tend to wear a little bit less of clothing because it is a lot hotter. So the first tip I have for you in getting rid of that old inventory is to run a good sale. Running a good sale will definitely clean out some of that old inventory. Ask me how I know. I did it. So one of the things that I really liked when it was going into out of the holiday season into the Januarys and Februarys and such, is I ran a $15 sale. Pretty much I put everything that was at a clearance price down to $15. Now the pros of that is it's a set price, $15. Most people are willing to pay that. I had people ordering multiple things. It definitely helped me average up in the price of my total conversion. The average price for a customer would have been somewhere around like $25, but with me rounding it up to a $15, people tend to think, oh my goodness, $15 is so much better than paying $24.99. Then they tend to put more into their cart, which overall gave me a higher average within my order. So now instead of me having a $25 average for most of my orders were able to be bumped up to an average price of about $56 is what I was looking at that time. So definitely running a good sale, not necessarily saying run a $15 sale. You have to find out what works best for you and your customer. I know I've seen buy one get ones, whether it be buy one get one free or buy one get one for a certain percentage off. There's always the option of doing just a flat sale. I've seen people do $10 sales. I've seen people do $15 sales, $25 sales. Overall, you want to just find out what sale works best for you and your customer, and definitely run a good sale. I mean, who doesn't love a good sale? I still shop on sale. I love when things go on sale, especially if you've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Number two, and to how to get rid of your old inventory, is to use other selling platforms. So the typical, I know most of us are using, we have our own Shopify or Wix or whatever platform we use to run or sell our items through our own personal website, but there are other options out there in which you can use to make sales. One of my other favorite things in which I use as a platform to help make sales is Poshmark. If you're familiar with Poshmark, it is an app that you can download on your phone, and pretty much you're able to put your items up there for sale. It has its own community, it started off with just doing women's clothing, and what you were able to pretty much sell to other people who were interested in your items. The downfall with Poshmark is they do keep 20% of your order. So just know that when it comes to doing Poshmark, if you wanted to use that, they are going to keep 20%. So I would definitely, if you look into doing it, what I do is always mark it up that additional 20%. So some people might say, oh, what's the difference in pricing? But the good thing about Poshmark is if you do make sales on Poshmark, they give it to you as a credit. So you have the option of either taking the money and putting it into your bank account, or keeping the money and using it to recycle to rebuy something else for somebody else. So a lot of people, that may be the only way in which they're able to shop. Therefore, they don't mind paying that additional increase. Even if they don't even know about your website, they still will pay that additional 20%, because that may be the only way in funding in which they have at this time to do any type of shopping. So definitely look into Poshmark. It is a great alternative. I will put my link down below if you want to sign up for Poshmark. All right, so the third way in which you can get rid of that old inventory is to recreate content. Now, you might be like, recreate content, what do you mean? Meaning that if you rolled out a special piece of inventory for, say, the holidays, and you wanted to gear it towards holiday, and that was the main focus of that product, was to gear it towards holiday sales, and you did like this whole, let's say you did this whole Christmas, New Year's theme, and that's how you targeted your product. Here we are now in spring, and say it's something that's able to be utilized for spring wear as well. Then what you'll want to do is recreate that content. For example, here we are, we have these gold pants that I had ran for a holiday campaign. They're very lightweight gold joggers that can really be utilized towards any time of the year, but at this specific time I wanted to use them for holiday wear. So what we did was we had a little Christmas tree in the back. This is kind of in the beginning of my boutiques. The pictures aren't as great as I wanted them to be, but I was able to go ahead and use them and make it look more holiday and make them look more holiday-ish based upon having the Christmas tree and making it look very holiday. Now here we are, we have the same pair of gold pants, and what I've done is recreated them, put them on with a black bodysuit, and now instead of having that long sleeve one shoulder more holiday-esque look, it is a more relaxed look with a black bodysuit, and we took this in a really nice home, and which a really nice Airbnb which we had rented for the weekend, but it gives it a completely different look, in which now it looks like it can be worn maybe out for a girls night, for a date night, or anything else. So definitely look into recreating your content, recreating it for the time and season in which you are in. What I have for you and how to get rid of that old inventory is to get out there and do a pop-up. I love pop-ups. They are one of my favorite things. I cannot wait to jump on and get involved in one of the pop-ups. I know with COVID and everything happening, we were kind of shut down at one point in time to where we didn't have too many pop-ups to go to. But I don't know about you guys, where I'm at, things are really starting to open up again. Of course, you want to be safe, wear your mask if you're required to, but still go out there and get involved if you are able to do so. I know a lot of pop-ups have been happening around my city. I've seen other pop-ups happening around in a bunch of different cities. I've been able to join like different Facebook groups for like boutiques in my local city that kind of give us like details of what's going on. Instagram is a great way to find out. Facebook groups is a great way to find out, or getting out and just asking people what's going on in the city. But definitely find yourself a pop-up. That is a great way to get your stuff out there, and those are gearing towards the people who may not see you on social media. All right guys, so the last and final tip number 5 is to don't sell your inventory. And what do you mean, Sharante? What do you mean don't sell it? I thought we had to get rid of this stuff. Yes and no. So certain pieces you just know that they're going to be around for this following season. hold on to them. Certain things you know are gonna just always be around. Jeans are always gonna be around. Denim jackets are always gonna be around. In my opinion, biker shorts will always be around. Bodysuits will always be around. What the item is, you'll have to figure out what is best to hold on to. Again, now there are certain things that you don't want to hold on, such specific trends like tie-dye. In my opinion, tie-dye was really big last spring and summer. This spring and summer, it's here, but it's not as big and as relevant as it was last year. So I wouldn't necessarily try to hold on to anything tie-dye just because that's not really what's in right now. Sorry, I live near a hospital and this tends to happen quite a bit when I film my videos now. I have to know what is going to be something that is going to be still a popular item within the next season. So again, typically your basics are a really good thing to hold on to if you're not selling them, because again, basics are always going to be around, which is the reason why I want to create a basics line on my website, which is a great option. But again, you'll have to figure out what works best and what's going to hold its value in the next season. All right, guys, so those are going to be the 5 tips I have in ways in which you can get rid of your old inventory. I hope you found at least one of those beneficial to what you can do with your old inventory. Of course, do not get frustrated. Do not get upset with that old inventory. Be wise about what it is you want to do with that old inventory. I've heard somebody tell me, well, we'll just take it to like a Goodwill, or we'll take it to a one of those places that pays you out, like My Sister's Closet or something like that. And I'm like, why would you do that? You can make much more money opposed to donating it or trying to get like $5 for an item which you paid more for. So nevertheless, be wise about your decision of how you are going to get rid of your inventory. And again, I hope that video helped you guys. And until next time, thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.